And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another show of eFlex Onyx. Today we're going to do something a little unusual, a little bit different, a little wild and crazy. You see before you some stuff that you haven't seen before on the show. You see a monitor that I've turned backwards, so it actually is picking up information in reverse, and there's a camera here for close-up work. So I thought I would do some close-up detail work, and in order to do that I've had to set up a monitor there and then another camera here, and then the web camera is picking up both. So just right here where my finger is pointing, right here, you're going to see the picture of the smartphone that we're taking pictures of, or a video of. Now, let me explain why we're doing this today. I had lunch with a really good friend of mine that I haven't seen for over 20 years. And during the course of the meal, the subject came up about technology and how I do a blog, a podcast show. And when dessert was coming around, I said, Arlene, what kind of phone do you have? A cell phone. So she took out her phone, and it's Samsung, and I love Samsung products. They make a great product. And I took a look at it, and I'll be darned if it wasn't an Android device. And she said, I don't know the first thing about this phone. I know enough to turn it on, to talk into it, to turn it off, and that's it. The thing didn't come with a manual. I have no idea what I'm doing with this phone. So I'm just using it as a telephony device. And I thought, what a shame. I said, what I should do is I should go home and I should blog about this, because do you know that, and here's a fact, 550,000 per day. That's over 500,000 a day. Android devices, new Android devices are going online, are being turned on. That's a lot of stuff. They say that it's surpassing the Apple iPhone, and also that they say that there's more apps for Android than Apple is now. Android is such a great device. So is the Apple iPhone, by the way. But if you just went out and got nothing but a phone package, don't worry about it. If you've just got, if you didn't get a data package, you can still use this wonderful device because you've got free Wi-Fi, right? Everybody at home has got a Wi-Fi router, correct? And if you only have the old Wi-Fi routers, or not the Wi-Fi, but the wired routers, phone your company, like if you're with your TELUS or with your Rogers or with your whoever you're with, and say, listen, I should have a brand new Wi-Fi gateway or router free of charge as an upgrade to the service, because we're with TELUS, and I'll tell you, all we had to do was one phone call, boom, they sent us out a gateway. And it didn't cost us anything. So take advantage of it. Then you have Wi-Fi all through your home. So I promised Arlene that I would put together a blog and a video demonstration about how easy it is to turn the Wi-Fi on the phone, because let's face it, it didn't come with a manual, and if it does come with a manual, sometimes it's poorly written or not written at all, and sometimes it's very difficult to figure out. So I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions on how first to turn on the Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, and a couple of tips and tricks about your phone. Now, I'm using the Motorola Atrix that I picked up a couple of months ago from my wife and I, and we just love it. It is an Android device. This morning, we got the notification that Gingerbread operating system was ready, and we were using Froyo, or frozen yogurt, and we upgraded this morning. It took about 30-45 minutes to upgrade both phones. But there's slight changes in the operating system. But let's get you started right now on how to at least get into the phone, turn on free Wi-Fi, so you can enjoy now anywhere that has free Wi-Fi, like McDonald's has free Wi-Fi. Starbucks has free Wi-Fi. You would not believe the amount of places now that have free Wi-Fi. Even living in the Fraser Valley, we have a wonderful chain of restaurants called the Dutch Pannenkoek House. They have free Wi-Fi. Just look if you want to check your email, or you can run your businesses on these phones. Or you can even look up free Wi-Fi hotspots on your computer before you go out with the restaurant, so then you know which ones have free Wi-Fi, and you can do all that kind of stuff at the restaurant at no charge. So here's the phone. Now we're into the phone now. On my particular cell phone, on the lower left-hand corner, it's got a little button for settings. So your phone may be slightly different, but the operating system is going to be almost exactly the same. So I open up the settings like this, and here's settings box. So we're into settings now. At the top, you will notice it says wireless and networks. So you just gently click that, tap that, and wireless and networks will come up. The first one that you see on the top is airplane mode. Now, you want to have that turned. You don't want to monkey with it. You want to leave it alone because you want to turn it on and off when you go on an airplane, because the airlines say that the Wi-Fi signals from cell phones may interfere with the navigation equipment. But curious enough, now a lot of major airlines are giving their own free Wi-Fi access while you fly on the plane, so it can't be that dangerous. But anyway, on the second box down it says Wi-Fi. That is where you either turn it on or turn it off, and let me show you. It's on now. I'm going to just simply tap that, and it has turned my Wi-Fi settings off. Now, when you initially get into here, your settings will probably be turned off, so this is how you turn them off. You just click on there. Okay, and this is turning them on. Now, you're going to want to pick up a router address, and almost everybody knows what their router name is, their broadcast SSID. If you don't, give the good folks that supplied you your modem or your router a phone call and ask them to step you through it. There's going to be a couple of things you want, and take the time with those people on the phone to set up your router exactly the way you want to set up the security. Security is really, really important. Don't let your router broadcast to the neighborhood and people can ride on the backs and use your wireless access point. You don't want that to happen. You want to lock it up with security, and then you want to have a security key that only you know and your family knows, and that you put that key in here where your phone asks for the SSID. Okay, so we've turned on the Wi-Fi settings. You can also turn on Bluetooth. But what happens here is this. When you go into Wi-Fi settings, it says set up and manage. So we'll go in here, and it says turn on Wi-Fi. So let's turn on the Wi-Fi. Turning on. So it's going to discover, or it's going to try to seek out and scan your particular name of your broadcast ID. Now, when it does, it'll say open network. Yep, connected to an open network and secured network. Notify me whether it's a secured network. Now, you see right here, it has connected to eFlexonics. So if you're not that technical, phone people that you have your router with and say, I've got a new cell phone, and I want to pair it up, or I want to make sure that I can get on Wi-Fi, and they will help you out. If this doesn't help you out, these instructions, okay? So once you put your SSID in there, it says see down here, it says add Wi-Fi network. Just click on there, and it'll say network SSID, and it'll say privacy settings. So just put your network SSID in there, and then you should connect. Again, if you have challenges, give the people that supplied your router or your gateway a phone call, because I'll tell you what, they are the best at setting up your particular router and making sure that it's locked down for security-wise. So once you've turned that Wi-Fi on and you've established connection, here's where the fun really starts. Now, did you know, poor Arlene, nobody knows these things unless people tell them. If you take your finger and just swipe your phone, you're going to get different screens. And this is the way I customize. This is a highly customizable telephone device. Now you see all that. These are all my RRS and my technical readers and my news readers as well. And if I want to read one, I just simply click on it, and there it opens the tech news. So with each home page, these are called pages, right? And this, if you want to go to a home page, there's a little icon of a home, and it takes you to your home page. But these are customized pages that you can group your media into. So, for example, these are news readers and readers. This stuff is a collection of stuff that I use not all the time, but quite often. And then my home page, when I click that, these are the applications that I use all the time. And here's what I would advise you to do. Go into the Google Marketplace, and I'll show you how to do that as well, the Android, and get these switches. The top left-hand switch is for GPS signal, and you can see right now it's grayed out, it's off. The middle switch, and I can put these switches anywhere I want, is for Wi-Fi, and it's green, it'll tell me that it's on. And then for Bluetooth, if you have a Bluetooth headset, right now it's turned off, but I can turn it on, and then I can talk through my Bluetooth headset. Now, take a look at here. Down here, it says market. When you get your free Wi-Fi established and connected, now you can go crazy with the market. Take a look at that. Do you know that there are thousands and thousands of fantastic apps? Take a look at here. You've got, on the market, you've got on the upper left-hand corner, apps, games, my apps. So let's just press apps. Now look at all the categories of applications, and you know what? I only download free ones. As of yet, I am proud to say that I have not yet paid for one particular app because there are so many apps out there that are really, really good. Okay, so the categories are books and reference, business, comics, communication, education, entertainment, just a whole bunch of them. Health and fitness, lifestyle, live wallpaper, media and video. And what I did is I put together a text blog a couple of days ago with all of these categories here that you see. And I linked them to the exact Android app page so you can go in there and cruise and peruse these particular apps without doing it on the phone if you don't have access to a smartphone. And it'll tell you what they're like. Well, for an example, let me show you. Okay, so you want to go into news and magazines. Okay, this is what you're going to see when you go to my blog. Click on news and magazines and it will show you, but it will show you on your computer. All right, so for example, G-Reader Pro. Now, I think that one you have to pay for. But it'll give you a description, it'll give you a review, and there's a little box here that says more. If you want to read more about it, it'll give you a breakdown, it'll give you bugs, it'll give you fixes, it'll give you everything that particular developer, it'll even give you screenshots. Very, very handy stuff. And it says sharing, and then you get to the reviews. Okay, so if there's any reviews on here, and this one guy said, folders, where are the folder support? And, so you're going to get a mix. But for the most part, these apps are very, very well written, well created. So we'll go back here. So this is where you access all of the wonderful apps. And then once you find an app that you want, let's go, for example, for a free one. I'll go back here. Oops. Scrabble. Okay, so we'll do Scrabble. And it says free. So take a look at here. You go in there more, and it'll tell you all about it, right? All about the Scrabble game. As a matter of fact, my wife uses a game called Words with Friends, and she's just addicted to it. The entire family plays it. So see that little free box there? Well, you just press that, and it'll say, OK. Now, what it says is, I'm going to download it, so it'll say, OK, right? And now it says, your game is downloading. And you see this? I just brought down a bar here, and it shows you that it's downloading. Scrabble free. So it will download free over Wi-Fi now, over free Wi-Fi, this particular game, and you can be enjoying it within seconds. This Android app market is just incredible. So while that's downloading, you can do other stuff. You can be talking on the phone, and there are so many apps. Oh my goodness, folks, there's just so many apps to learn and to enjoy. There's TeamViewer, there's Noom. I've done a podcast on Noom, and we will revisit that again in the future. But I wanted to show you a quick way of getting into your Wi-Fi, turning your Wi-Fi on so you can enjoy this incredible device. Doesn't matter whether you've got a data plan. You can still use this at home or anywhere. There's a free Wi-Fi signal. Well, for example, and we're going to have our daughter on the podcast show, Groupon. You ever heard of Groupon? It's fantastic. Groupon will give you daily deals about things that are half price, 60% off. It's crazy. And our daughter, Cindy, uses Groupon all the time. It is crazy. You see right here, it says $25 for $50 worth of urban and eclectic apparel at Raleigh's Fashion. And we just click on deal info. And do you know, we live in Abbotsford, right? So here, this particular store is in Abbotsford. So it'll tell you exactly what's going on with it. It even shows you on a map here, and if you want to share it with friends, you just click that. All free on Wi-Fi, on free Wi-Fi. So if you're in Groupon and you want to buy the package, you just click buy now, and it'll ask for your credit card number, and boom, you have purchased that particular deal at half price. Mobile devices now are so, they save time. A lot of people say, why would I want a mobile device? I just don't have time. This is a time saver. You can check your email. Do you know that I haven't gone and bought a newspaper for months? I had another Samsung Instinct that I got, excuse me, my headline news from. But this will give you, I get news from all over the world. Why would I want to pay for a news subscription, when I can get it for absolutely nothing on my smartphone? Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our little schooling on getting to Wi-Fi and turning your phone on so you can enjoy more free Wi-Fi stuff. And next time we're going to go further into the applications. I hope you had a good time. You can give us some feedback at eflexonics@gmail.com, or our other one at healthytechtalk@gmail.com as well. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope you like this format with what we've done with the monitor and the webcam and the close-up work. And if it works, we'll use more in the future. And yes, I have not forgotten about the good folks that use the Apple products. I have an iTouch upstairs, and we'll be talking about turning on free Wi-Fi with that and downloading from the Apple iTunes store as well. All that good stuff. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.